So what the hell was that? What are we looking at? Well, this is Inquisitor Bodyswap Fanatic. This is Bodyswap of Sacrifice. As usual, it is targeting minions, and as usual, I'm using Dark Marionette Spectres. They're the ones that respawn every 1 second automatically. And the gist of the game is the more Spectres you have, the faster you can cast Bodyswap, because you'll always have one ready to swap to. So to cast faster, because that makes things more comfortable and also is just more damage, I have Haste on Divine Blessing, which gives a little bit of cast speed. But the big thing that I have is Mako's Embrace. It's 36% increased cast speed when ignited. So to ignite myself, I have Eye of Innocence. Take 100 fire damage when I ignite an enemy, which is a lot because I'm doing a lot of fire damage with a decent crit chance. So when I'm ignited, I get faster cast speed and attack speed. So as a side effect to this, I'm also hitting myself very often. And to take advantage of that, I have a charm which says chance to gain endurance charge when you're hit. However, I can get endurance charges, or at least the effect of them, just by having Relic Ashes and Patience, which is a pretty broken set of boots, even more so now since they got fixed. So to take advantage of the endurance charges I'm gaining, I'm using Arden's Anguish, which turns endurance charges into brutal charges, and each one gives 3% chance to deal triple damage. So right now I've got 15% chance to deal triple damage, which is cool. I'm also scaling area, because the more overlaps you have, the better. So on this charm I have 6% increased area of effect per endurance charge. I would like to have it on this one as well, but I need the chance to gain endurance charges instead, and they're both prefixes, so you can't get them on the same charm. But there's the That Which Was Taken jewel, which can have both of them. I want to get that, but I don't have a Divine. So one day I will get that, and I'll have area, and area, I guess, once I finally find the King in the Mists, which I've never found. But yes, definitely scaling area, because when I have Fanaticism and I have 75% more area, that scales really nicely with increased area, because it's multiplicative. The rest of the damage scaling is pretty standard. It's scaling minion life, minion damage and spiritual aid, and fire damage in general. I am just on a 5-link. I haven't scaled minion life hard through the Eternal Timeless Duel like I should. But the important thing that I'm doing differently here is I am using Forbidden Flame and Flesh to get Instruments of Zeal. So that's also why I'm using Shield Charge. As long as I use Shield Charge at least once for 4 seconds, I get Fanaticism, and suddenly my cast speed goes through the fucking roof. And so does my area, which is great, because overlaps matter. If you overlap both the start and the end point, it'll do essentially twice as much damage. And speaking of damage, right now I have around 500,000 damage per hit. It varies immensely because I have either triple damage or not, and I have either crit or not. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure you could easily get into the 1 million, 2 million per hit range just by having a 6-link, by scaling minion life some more, by having proper fire exposure stuff going on. So yeah, this is just a quick update. This is the only Inquisitor that I've seen doing body swap. It's a bit of an odd play style. If you don't like your camera moving back and forth like a yo-yo, don't play this. I personally am not a huge fan of, I don't know, I like the explodey boominess of it, but I wish Bodyswap had an MTX. Because the giant red column fountain thing isn't really, it's not really doing it for me. So anyway, defensively, I start getting killed by stuff in red maps quite easily, so I need to work on that. I have Petrified Blood, Tempest Shield, Vitality, Determination, and some block chance. That's about it. I don't know if I should go Brass Dome or not. But yeah, it's going places. It's also incredibly jank. I don't know if the whole Eye of Innocence, self-hit, endurance charge, brutal charge thing is worth doing, but it gives me extra damage, extra cast speed, so it seems okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and whether this is completely absurd.